Welcome back to this latest episode of Japan's Top Business Interviews. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and special guest today, old friend of mine, Fujiwara Takeshi-san, who is the new president of TR3 here in Japan. Well, Fujiwara-san, as always, great to see you.
Thank you.
So you've had a really interesting career over many, many years in different corporations, but let's go back to the beginning. How did you start in business and how did you wind up working for these foreign corporations in Japan? So give us the backstory a little bit.
Good question. I started from a traditional Japanese company of it's a big firm of a Japanese company, and then I'm an industry engineer to develop many different type of equipment, especially for example, the TV assembly machine, film assembly machine, and such kind of equipment of controlling design and industry design. That was my original business start. And however, this is a traditional company, and I'm not so happy under this traditional style.
So why? What was making you unhappy?
Because it's a seniority,
okay.
And I'm not graduated university. I'm graduated college, and different salary at the beginning, and the seniority is always had this gap. But however, the starting company, there is 600 people working and 200 engineers working, but only 10% people can design from zero base.
Right.
I'm one of them, and I study a lot, and I got the request from customer to design for their machine.
Right.
But
from zero, start a completely new machine from zero. Wow, that's something.
And then I write my handwrite, and my senior people is writing type in the CAD, but my salary is the worst. And after 3-4 years working in this company, is a new university graduated man come, and I go to the customer and I take care. I go with him to the customer, and then at lunchtime I must treat him because I'm a senior. Yep. But his salary is higher than me. But it's very, it's not not fair, I feel. But I like this company, and so I thought it's how to develop this company, how to make this company or motivate this company. And I have had the idea to make this, not killing the seniority. I think the basic seniority is needed. However, the kind of project is, for example, one example story is a company asked me to all employee to bring some idea to saving 1 oku yen the cut. And I asked my boss, what is the cost structure? I don't know how much my machine is sold, and how much is spending raw material, how much spending engineering cost, engineering spending, they also blah, blah, blah. But the boss said, sorry, I cannot tell you this detail. It's only manager can know.
But by the way, please save us 1 oku yen.
1 oku.
Contradiction, right?
Yeah,
how are you going to do that?
Yeah, how can I do that? I have no idea. Then I write all top management, the board members' name, and last 5. I said fire these 5 people because then I was really I'm really strange guy at that time. That is one thing, and also my idea was I would like to have a kind of project system of the one equipment. There are so many people is working together, sales people and engineering people, assembling people, and all people is production planning, and everyone is planning. And this project team should know about how much we can sell, the also cost structure, and for engineer, how to make a saving the time of the designing, to purchasing what kind of parts we must design, what kind of structure making design for cost saving and making more efficiency. And if this product is sold so high the margin, plus no claim, is getting incentive or something. That case is everyone is understand of cost structure and also to get motivation to work, make better equipment. That is I always think about and propose my head. But it's finally my boss of direct board member of engineering department understand this idea, and he proposed to president. The president he said, this boss said it's not accepted again, and so I was really pissed off. And I write a letter to president. I want to meet you.
Okay.
Yeah, and at that time I didn't have the company give us a uniform, or not give. We must buy a uniform. The uniform cost is about 2,800 yen, but the quality is not so good. Is when I wash one time is 1 centimeter shrinking in the
really?
trousers, and it's after 5 times it's finished, but everyone has a little bit shorter trousers. Very strange. But if I go to the shop, I can buy 1,000 yen trousers. It's good quality, better quality, and I request, why don't you change these trousers to better quality and lower price? But they don't listen. But they said losing money. And then I demonstrate. I wear the different shirts, different pants to demonstrate to saving cost. And sometimes my boss came to me, a human resource head came to me and asked me, why do you wear this kind of clothes? And I said, it's this company is saving, we need to saving money, and we make a same idea, and I have idea, blah, blah, blah. Then she said, yeah, but this is a rule. However, but this is this kind of story. I think it's you are the senior than me, or you are more higher position. And if you agree this is good, why not go to propose this idea to head? And they become quiet. So I decided to wear this clothes. And when I write a letter to my president, the president secretary called me next day. And the president has 15 minutes at the lunchtime.
15.
15 minutes.
15. Okay, very short meeting. Yeah.
Then but I wear the different shoes, different clothes, and but I went there and I talk about this story, this idea, and the president said, "Oh, you are maybe complaining about salary." Yes, this is one of them, but I would like to propose some good idea. And president says, it's a good idea, really good idea. But it takes 10 to 20 years to make it happen.
Wow.
It's the president period is only 2 years.
Yes.
I cannot change this company, but if the president would like to change, it's possible to change.
Right.
Why you say yes, but it's a good idea. Why don't you want to do it? And he said, this company is a subsidiary of company, a big, huge Japanese company. So it's a senior the company of the brother company is to getting some higher position, to getting, to accepting the retirement people, and cannot change style. It's not so easy to change. And finally, the president said it's better to go out this company.
Right.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So where did you go?
Then I went to. I would like to study my business again. I would like to go back to university, or I would like to get the MBA to the US. And I study. I try to find some opportunity, how to get this opportunity. And during this period, I have some clients, and clients ask me to come to my company. That the two company, one is France, one is Japanese company. But Japanese company has the branch or factory in Germany.
Right.
So I chose the Japanese company who located in Germany.
Right.
And so I decided to move to Germany at that time. Yeah.
That's a big deal, isn't it? You're working in Japan for a very traditional company to say, okay, I'm leaving, I'm going to Germany.
Yeah, because it's during the first company, I make many projects of the install. I propose to go to the foreign country to install equipment. I become project leader to install some equipment to the foreign country. At that time, I can meet the foreign companies, customers head. They're talking about something different what they're talking in Japan, my boss. So I realized more business, and we talk about market. Why do you need how to sell? And my sense is more international at the time.
Right.
So I am looking for the business. That's why I MBA. That's why I would like to go to US. At that time, it's an opportunity of France and Germany, but directly to French speaking is difficult.
Right.
I thought it's a Japanese company. It's in the German. It's a good meet.
Easier.
That's easier. So I decided to go there.
Right. And so, how long were you in Germany with that company?
9 years.
That's a long time.
Long
9
time.
years.
9
right.
years. Yes.
Right.
Many projects because it's a one. This is a customer. So I know all equipments, how to do it, and
So I guess you learned to speak German over those 9 years as well.
I ambition, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah,
Little
okay.
bit.
And were you leading a team in Germany? Did you have German staff or international staff reporting to you?
Yes, it's a German staff. It's finally I'm a engineering department manager.
What was that like? You're Japanese,
Mm-hmm.
grown up in Japan, raised in Japan, in the traditional Japanese company, with all these, retirees from the headquarters into the subsidiary company. So very traditional system. And now you've got to lead people, but they're not Japanese. They're Japanese, maybe some Japanese, but also foreigners. What was challenging about leading foreigners for you?
At first, I was really accepted by German team, and I worked together with German team and teaching a lot. And the equipment need to sometimes trouble. But adjustment of the position, is there some rule or some jig is existing to fix correctly? But the German team didn't use this jig and so on. But we taught this adjustment technique when we install equipment, but they didn't use. And I teach everything and I adjusting and improve the quality or productivity of the equipment. They are so happy. And my Japanese boss asked me, what's going on? What is the result? How do you think? Oh, German people didn't didn't use our tool. And then the next day, the German people doesn't want to talk with me.
Oh,
Because I told to my boss, is that they are kind of stupid.
yeah.
And then it was terrible. It was terrible.
How did you get over that?
I decided to give me one summer period. I will improve myself this equipment, and I know this machine is already a good condition. However, it's possible to increase speed, and also it's possible to improve more quality if I can change design. And then I called to my previous company who designed this company, and to bring many ideas how to improve it. And then I did by myself. I don't need any help.
Right.
I take previous company's people and to make all change and adjusting. And after that, it's a machine. It's a 10% higher speed, and also the making the better quality, better performance, and no trouble. They are so shocked.
Right.
Then they start to Takeshi-san,
They start to
right.
believe
Yes,
you.
They believe me. This, I apologize, of course.
Yes.
Apologize. I'm sorry. I don't think to cheat such kind of thing. I just say that just honest.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very honest and open guy. Sorry about that. And then they open mind and I like to work with shop floor people, and so they well accepted.
Okay. So after that 9 years, what happened?
9 years. I would like to establish my company in Germany.
Oh, your own company?
On my own company.
Okay.
Yeah, it's two friends. One is the best engineer. If I ask one, he bring 10 ideas. He's very clever. The other one is engineering skill is also the leadership and looking very good and speaking very good. He's all engaged people very well.
Nice.
I talk, the two are my people, and they are so clever, so nice. And I talk with them. One day I talk with them. Why not to establish my own company here? And they said, Takeshi, we already thought about this. We already established themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, Takeshi, you can join me.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we talk about establish the preparation of this company and so on. During that time also, I met some headhunters who is looking for the president in Japan and also the plant manager in Japan. and I have not so much wish to find this kind of job, but some connection. I would like to make this connection. That's why I connect these people. And this headhunter told me, this guy is something different. This is some opportunity. Maybe you can meet him. And I met him. And
This is a Japanese guy?
German.
German guy.
German guy.
Mm-hmm.
German. It's a Swedish company.
Ah, Swedish company.
Swedish company who has a factory in Japan.
Ah, okay.
They're looking for the plant manager.
Right.
And this plant is really terrible. It's terrible and financial terrible. And the boss said, it's as you want.
Oh.
You can do as you want.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't like this factory. I need to improve.
Yeah.
And
go and fix it.
Yeah, fix it.
Right.
And I asked him, can I visit this factory before they make a final decision? And he said, why not? Yeah, I would like to meet the people.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
video conference, he said, why not? I was so impressed, especially the word of as you want.
Yes.
I know
Yes.
the traditional Japanese company
Never
style.
as you
I don't
want.
like that.
As
but
they
I can
want.
change it. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
And I'm exciting and come back to my friend and they talk about this idea, this meeting. And he said, Takeshi, you must go back home. You must take this opportunity. I will take care of my company.
Right.
Let's make competition.
Oh, okay.
Takeshi will reach or they will be rich. And yeah, that's we made. And they are become really rich.
Yeah, really.
They have already 50 people.
Okay.
And they sold this company
Oh, really? Okay.
last year.
Oh.
Actually, last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I met them at the end of last year.
Yeah.
They are so happy.
Yeah.
One guy is completely retired
Oh,
and
really?
traveling Africa and
Yeah.
become YouTuber.
Okay.
And the other one is still become a president.
Right.
He has a big house in the side of river of line, and a big house. It's amazing. Yeah.
If you want to be successful as a leader, do the Leadership Training for Managers course. All companies need people who can both manage and lead. Leading people screams out for real skills in communication, dealing with all different types of people, being excellent at innovation, planning, delegation, handling mistakes, doing performance reviews really well, and inspiring and motivating the team. Do the Leadership Training for Managers course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. So you were managing international team, German members in the team there. Then you come back to Japan. Now you have to manage Japanese team. What was different or challenging, or how was that transition?
Actually, the managing people is started in Germany. That's the first time for managing people. But I don't care about Japanese or German people, because it's a people, human being, happy, not happy. So I always think about how to make happy, to make work, how to make effective. I don't want to control or order to do that. They are fundamentally they have some passion to do it, or so that I'm doing, and I don't change my style. And the people say I'm not typical Japanese. I say, are you German, or are you Mexican, or are you Japanese? So they said, I'm sorry, I'm Takeshi. That I said. I don't change in the style of my managing or the people.
So how long were you in that company, fixing the factory, fixing that business?
Fixing business to the plant, or
Yeah, well, in that company, you were sent out back to Japan to fix the business. And how long were you doing that for?
That is totally 13 years.
Oh, 13 years.
You mean the Swedish company?
Yes, yes.
Swedish company. That's Gambro. That's
Oh,
Gambro.
okay.
Of the Swedish companies, Gambro is a dialysis company.
Yes.
And I become, when I was 37,
Yes.
I become plant manager.
Right.
And then I become 41. I become a president of total the company.
Okay.
And when I
What was that transition like to go from being someone who's fixing a plant which had problems, getting it right, and you have to worry about the plant. Now you're the president. You got to worry about everything. How was that transition going from plant manager to president for you?
I'm really talkative. Maybe my boss is decided to bring to the also I have not so much desire to become president. It's just I was asked to become a president, and I would like to go to become a sales or marketing. That was I'm kind of think about it, but I said this kind of idea, but I didn't realize to become a president so early. And that was came from my boss. The CEO came to me. But when I started plant manager, it was very difficult for me.
Right.
Because
Why?
I'm 37.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you know, Japanese traditional, it's a very located in Shiga prefecture. It's very rural
countryside,
town. Very calm people.
Conservative.
Conservative. And when I went there to my boss and to make speech or to start a speech, there I'm very exciting and bam, 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 bam. Powerful. And everyone is look on the floor. Don't look at me.
Looking at their shoes.
Only few people look at me, but very, very quiet.
Yeah.
I felt I'm completely failed this introduction.
Yeah.
I couldn't catch the mind of people. I was so nervous about that. And after I came back this speech to my boss and come back to hotel, I had a dinner, but I couldn't eat at all. I was so nervous, and the boss said, "It's good night." Then I asked my boss, "Why? You can see me. I am so nervous. I would like to talk with you." And he said, "Hey, Takeshi, today, what you see is that I hate this car factory. You can change as you want." I said, "You as you want." And that was I'm thinking about. That's right. I must change this very nervous, quiet, this atmosphere. Thinking. And next day, okay, I would like to restart again to speech. And next morning, good morning, my boss and said, I would like to stay. I must go back to Germany next day together with him, but I decided to stay. And I called to my factory. I would like to come back today. And I gather all management and talk my career and story and very openly what I am thinking about. And then I asked my top management to gather again to plan people. I asked to plan me make speeches. Maybe my speech is completely shock to you and very openly talk about. Then I would like to change this company, but this company is really terrible situation. It's losing money now. Losing money means we are making product and giving money to the customer. This is what we are doing. If you're owner, do you want to continue this factory? No, but I have idea how to do it, but I need you. This kind of speech I made, and they are a little bit understand. I asked them to write letters to me. Okay. Any kind of idea, any kind of complaints, give me. And this was a start. Then I get tons of letter, tons of idea. Then I summarize this kind of opinion, how many people gave, this kind of opinion, how many people gave. I write all the answer. Or this is, I will investigate, I will do, this is, I think, I give back this feedback. And then I execute everything. And when I come back, I said, we are losing money, saving money 30%. 30% cut cost, which means we must cut the raw material cost 30%, energy 30%, the electricity, water, everything cut 30%, and raw material 30%, and labor cost 30%. Everything cut 30% is break even. Right. Break even means We cannot give anything to my boss. So this is the situation. How to do it is, for example, raw material. If you ask your wife to buy egg 30% cheaper by better quality from tomorrow on, can you do that? We must do it. How to cut the electricity 30%? We turn off, but we cannot produce. How to cut salary, labor cost? Cut 30 people, cut 30% salary? We need to do it. We need to touch this. But I will not cut the people before cutting the job contents. Because I'm an engineer, I know how to make my automation. I introduced a full automation system, and around 200 people is become 65 people.
200 down to 65.
65.
Wow, that's more than 30%.
Yeah, that's just labor cost.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
and
yes.
also the 200 people, 65 people, and also efficiency is 24 hours, 7 days working. That 5 days working, 3 shifts. I made it's so much because it's a full automation, completely different, and the design by myself. It's I made, and it's a big restructuring process. The one day is announced to the all employee, so I already promised to cut the people. You know, is we don't need so much people now.
Right.
It's not only the manufacturing side, back office also. All 15 minutes, they must record what they are doing. All documentation, which is recording the data, which don't use, scrap it.
Right.
It's maybe this department making similar data, naturalize. But I don't know. This idea, you should bring it.
Yeah.
You should bring it. You should think about how to make cost 30% cut. And many idea is broad, and they make it. And I could reduce 30%, more than 30%. Then one day I make an announcement to the restructuring. But before restructuring, we decide who would like to keep, who would like to kick him out. This is a middle range. If middle range people would like to go out, okay, to let them go. I did.
So, when you go from 200 down to 65, it's usually a big motivation drop for people who are left, like everyone's worried about, oh, am I next? Have I got a security in my job here? This company is cutting people. Am I going to get cut? How did you balance out the motivation drop that naturally occurs when you reduce from 200 down to 65?
Amazingly, my HR is asked me to make a motivation test, which is organized by MHLW. It's a Kosei Dojo, the branch of this area, which is executing company motivation evaluation. We are number 2 in the Kyoto and the Shiga area. Number 2 best one. We couldn't get best one, and we are number 2. But there are some categories. Why we couldn't get number 1 is the salary is not satisfied.
Right.
Right. But everyone is so happy. Because do you know the direction of the company? What is the goal? What is your task? You are evaluated correctly. This kind of category, everything is very high, which is already I am very open. It's also reason I tell, and how to do it. What kind of people is laying off? I also tell. If you are owner, what kind of people you would like to work? And we are manufacturing factory. If your idea, bring. But if you cannot execute, maybe this is not right place. I will give you money for find new job. And this is my message. And I talk about this, and one small success is success. It's announced, and I think this kind of things is done. But one day I must make restructuring. This time, of course, it's very, very sad. Of course, very sad. But try to make smile as much as possible. Smile with top management. I gather all management and let's do it. Now is the time we must do it. But if you are, it's very dangerous to make become drop or mind drop. That case is you come to me and talk everyone to, very motivate together, and because we need to this decision, otherwise we cannot survive. And so when it's after finish this restructuring, of course it's automatically it's getting back, and also the people who must retire. But we always is a certain amount of the allowance or retirement allowance, and also find new job. And I told all employees, you know the cost. Is some people know the cost of how much I spend this product process, and how much I improve this process. They are more kind of management skill in the mind. I said, you are the all best person. And if you go somewhere, you must be quiet and become a number one operator or number one people. And then you can speak some idea to the boss 1 year after. Then you can be a bright future. I told this kind of things. And many people give me an, a nengajo.
Oh, yeah. Greeting card.
Greeting card.
So what was what happened after that company? Where did you go after that company?
I become a president of the Gambro, and 10 years I become Gambro president, and then the Baxter is American company acquired Gambro.
Oh, Baxter bought Gambro.
Baxter bought Gambro.
Right.
And I was bye-bye.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bye-bye Gambro. Baxter. Right. Yeah.
Right. And so where did you go after that?
After that, I decided it was 50. I became 50.
Okay.
Just 50. I'm so hard to work until 50. Okay, 1 year. I will enjoy life.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take a year off.
Yeah, off.
Wow, okay, great.
I decided to, I like surfing.
Yeah.
I travel everywhere for surfing.
Oh, nice.
As I said, I call the headhunters. Don't introduce new company. I would like to enjoy my life.
I'm going surfing.
Go surfing. Yeah,
Okay.
I went Tahiti, or I went, of course, Hawaii, Bali, and everywhere. Thai, and also the Taiwan or Indonesia. Many places I surf, and Maldives. And,
nice.
Yeah, I spend a lot of money for.
It's okay.
Yeah, then it's in September I start to find new job, and I could get the opportunity to become again Swedish company, because I'm a Swedish Chamber of Commerce vice chairman during Gambro time. Right. So I have some relation. I would like to keep this relation, so I become the company Molnlycke is a president.
Company's called Medica.
Molnlycke. Molnlycke is a dressing company.
Ah, okay, right.
But this is companies I work for only just 1 year.
Oh, 1 year, okay. Right.
Because I had the opportunity to get bigger company opportunities. BBraun.
BBraun, right?
BBraun.
So how long were you at BBraun?
BBraun, it's 6-7 years.
7 years, okay.
7 years, yes.
So you're quite a dynamic guy, and you're looking for change, and you're able to execute change. So when you got to BBraun, how did you approach running that company? What was your thinking? Okay, you're coming as the president, you see the business, you want to make some improvements, no doubt. How did you approach that?
I was lucky because I could join this company as a vice president the first year. There is a president, and I know him, Mr. Yoneda. It's because I'm European Chamber of Commerce of a Medical Device Committee vice chairman. I know the medical device company of a European company. I know the president of the BBraun, and I'm a vice chairman, and I understand the business. Yep. Because I never handle such kind of 600 people.
Yes.
The manufacturing and sales.
Yes.
And many different business of orthopedic, spine, neuro, and also instruments, intervention, and such many sectors. So then the regulatory quality and blah blah blah. It's then after already within first vice president time, I make some understanding of business, and when I become a president, I start the workshop, and at that time I realized each business unit, or for example, neuro business unit leader, or spine business unit leader, or orthopedics business unit leader didn't talk each other.
Silos.
Silos. And under this condition, when I make a workshop, they cannot talk each other.
No.
So I decided to go to drink.
Go to where?
Go to drink.
Oh, go drinking. Okay.
Drinking.
Right.
And introduce yourself and this kind of very fun and become karaoke, blah, 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 is making some atmosphere to talk.
Yeah.
Then I make some workshop. This is the first the workshop. Of course, again, introduce each other and make some atmosphere to talk. And then it's what is the current company, what is some issues, which is already I make questionnaire to list up. And again, someone makes some opinion, blah, blah, blah. It's the first day is talking about some list up, we must change. And then this is a morning session. Then after 2-3 o'clock, why you cannot do it? Why you said this is a problem? You know about this. Why you couldn't do this? Then it's why you couldn't do this? Why you couldn't do this? This is until evening,
Right.
and then during drinking, someone crying.
Yes, really.
And
it seems very, for a Japanese style of management, it seems very aggressive, you know. It seems very strong. I'm just wondering, you know, people were they shocked by this? Were they resisting it? Were they happy about change? I mean, how was the reaction to this? Because it seems quite different from what I'm sure they were used to.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not 100% people accept this way.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right.
Because I'm a leader.
Right. Okay.
It's because I think it's within 3 months I must change. I must pick up right one, not right one.
Yep.
So it's I make this kind of things, and I would like to change. And next day is they are talking about. They said that they are still ghost. The strong leader, if they bring idea, they're fired. That's what they told.
They thought that.
They thought they were so. They was so. Right. In the more before Yoneda-san, many years ago, there were such kind of person is there, and this person is decided who I like.
Okay.
So if there's something new idea, doesn't want to keep.
Right.
This kind of culture was existing.
So they're scared. They were scared to come up with ideas.
Come up with some ideas.
Okay, right.
And they said it's still ghost in this factory.
Still a ghost
in the building.
The previous leader's still there.
Okay, ghost is gone.
Ghost is gone. I'm here. Okay.
That's what I said. And then the next day I said, what do you want to do in the 5 years later? Or what do you want to be here? List up. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. You want to make this. You want to make. Let's make it. Who want to join this kind of activity? Who want to join this activity? Who joined that? Then this is the leaders session, and also this workshop is introduced to all employee. Who would like to join this activity? It's all, and then younger people is coming. Younger people raise a hand coming, and they also invite this team and to execute this kind of activity. And then end of the year, but these activities should be done by department, human resource master,
yes,
supply chain master,
yes,
which is fundamentally the department.
Yeah.
Then 1 year later, this idea is a little bit getting concrete idea, then bring back to the old department.
Oh, okay, right. So a sort of super project team bring back to the department. So, you know, you've had a very fascinating career, what you've talked to me about so far. Looking back, if you were going to give someone advice on how to get teams engaged, get people really behind the direction of the company in Japan, you know, how to pull people together and get them going in the right direction, what would be some advice you'd give people on how to get people engaged in their jobs?
My keyword is open, honest, and trust.
Open, honest, and trust.
Trust.
Right.
Open, honest, and trust.
Right.
I'm very open.
Yep.
I trust the people. Yeah.
It's interesting though, because in Japan, often they're not the key words. It's usually, you know, don't change anything, keep information to yourself, you know, calm, don't make any changes, don't create any problems. You know, it's quite a different style. So if you think about use your open, honest, trust mechanism to get people engaged. when you have people who care about the business, those people can bring forth ideas. You are an ideas guy. I can see that. You have ideas. You, from the beginning in your previous company, changed the uniform cost. Let's make this. You had the ideas. But in a lot of companies, people's ideas are never really allowed to come up. Like the ghost is got rid of the people who had ideas, right? So holding people down. So in terms of encouraging people or getting the ideas out, what do you recommend is a good technique for getting the ideas out of people?
Oh, I believe I'm not best.
Okay.
Everyone should be professional.
Yep.
I think it's a human resource professional.
Yep.
Finance is financial specialist.
Yep.
I'm not professional of that. I'm a professional president.
Yes.
To motivate team or to bring a team better.
Yes.
I said this, you must be a professional.
Right.
You know, it's a baseball player.
Yes.
If they are making spree in a home or running in a home to train by himself. And the human resource, you must know what kind of trend is existing. Finance, what kind of program is existing to bring idea to company. This is a employee or this is a professional employee. I need these people. If you are waiting idea how to do it, this is contract people.
Right.
And if the people who need the time just I would like to do this, please do it within this time. This is part-time.
Yeah.
If you are full-time employee, you must bring idea. You must be a professional. I'm always talking about this.
One of the things you can say to people, bring your ideas, but often people don't know how to come up with ideas. They don't have any brainstorming methodology. They don't have any techniques. Did you discover any good techniques for getting out ideas?
100 people, 80 people doesn't want to bring it.
Right.
3 people, 2 people, 1 people.
Right.
It's enough.
It's enough. Okay.
Start 1 people. Great.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah.
I give money. How much do you need?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great idea.
Okay.
Maybe someone help. Do you need help? Do it. If they make this idea, this small idea, great.
Yeah.
For example, production.
Yep.
The packaging area, people request me to have an air conditioner. They're so cold in the winter time. In the summer, it's so hot. I need just working area. We need air conditioner. They said, I said, is this production? We make a trouble about 3 million Japanese yen, 300 million losing. How much the cost of this air conditioner? They said 1 million Japanese yen. If you lose 30% of cost, the trouble, I can buy. And they are thinking about, and they request me to buy a new wrapping machine, which is always traveling, and they found the best one. They bring the install by themselves, they did, and also they floor painting by themselves weekend. They're saving a lot of money. So I bought this kind of, it's an air conditioning system with wall.
Yep.
And they write a sign.
Yep.
We make this kind of.
They put their own sign there. Yeah.
Right. This is a small things to say this is one small idea. Also part-timer is working is this. I want to have this kind of box here. If I have box, I don't falling down. This kind of design. Do it.
Make it.
Make it. Announce on the wall. She make this kind of idea. Thank you very much. She get this kind of award. Yeah. And this small things.
What about you talked about trust before? What have you found works well to build trust with teams?
I trust.
You start from your side.
Yeah, of course, I trust. But if people cheat me, fire immediately.
Okay, right.
Yeah, trust.
Yep.
Trust, open and trust. And if I don't understand, ask questions. Just behave like that. I don't think how to create trust. If I don't trust, people don't trust me. Yeah, I just more than trust.
Right. What's more than trust?
More than trust. It's what's more than trust? It's more than trust. It's more than trust.
Okay.
I trust you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get the idea.
Yeah.
And you've worked in different industries and different businesses, different companies. What have you found works well to build a culture for that organization or that group?
Think on, act on. That's a culture.
Think
on idea.
Think all.
Think on.
Or think on.
On. And act on.
Act on.
Act on.
Okay.
自ら考え、自ら行動する。
Okay.
This is the final slogan of my BBraun. And this is the culture.
So sort of take initiative.
Initiative, yes.
Yeah, and then execute.
Execute,
Right.
yes. And
so it starts from you and then you take it forward.
you take it,
Yeah.
yes.
Right.
Of course, it's aligned to the company
Yep.
philosophy and the vision, mission. That's the basic. And also to follow the rule. That is, of course. But everyone is professional. Everyone think about how to make better this company. It's everyone must think about it. To make create idea, bring idea, and execute idea is a culture. And also happy. Happy is very important. People is not happy. I think the performance is very low. If I'm not happy to work this company, I don't want to make it hard to work. Zero idea to bring. I think if I'm not happy, no creation.
Also, getting alignment, like, when you got like 600 people, even large groups, maybe at the presidential level, maybe the senior management level, everyone gets it. They understand the vision, the mission, they understand the values, but the people right down the very bottom, the newest person, youngest person, most junior person, how do you make sure those people understand this is our company vision, this is our company mission, this is our values, this is our direction? How do you drive that down? Because in our experience as a training company, very common, we go into companies and they have vision, mission, values, but no one knows them, If you ask them, no clue. Like, usually there's 5 values and a class of 30 people will get 2 out of 5 or maybe 3 out of 5 values. Vision, can't remember it. Mission, can't remember it. So you think to yourself, wow, okay, the senior leadership think everyone gets it. But in reality, they got no clue. They don't know it. They don't remember it. So what we found works well to really drive those concepts right down to the very bottom so that everyone understands the why we're doing this. What have you found works there?
Yeah, in the BBraun, we have a kickoff meeting in January, all employee, vision, mission, statement, and what we want to do. And we have every month, since the COVID started, we make every month live video, how can I say, news, or I introduce.
Like a town hall type of thing?
Town hall. And at the town hall, at the beginning, I say, vision, mission,
you go through
blah, blah, goes through every time. But I ask my direct report, who can say my company vision, mission?
Yeah.
50%.
Really? Okay.
It's a dream.
Yeah.
The president's dream to say such kind of. I can say, of course, my boss. If my boss asks me, I must answer. Otherwise, I will be fired. But it's always think about we are taking care of people. We are medical care. The people. Life. Yes. Safety.
Yes.
We are saving life.
Yes.
This is enough.
Yes. It's powerful word.
And this is our mission, vision, and don't need to write the exactly statement. Content is important.
You got the concept.
Improve and also the saving life. This is an innovation.
Right.
Think about idea. This is bring this activity, this vision, mission. I said, what is vision, mission? They cannot say, but they what is this year goal? They know about this. This is more, some book is how to penetrate vision, mission to dream. Dream, forget it.
Not gonna happen.
That's kind of,
don't worry about
don't
that.
spend so much time
on that.
I always say every month to employee, but direct report, 50% direct report. Oh, I don't know. Fine.
What about if you're going to give some advice to someone, their organization says, okay, Greg, you got to go to Japan, run the organization in Japan, but you don't speak Japanese, you don't have any experience in Japan, you're just arriving and you got to start running the organization. if you're going to give some advice on how to be successful in Japan in that role as a leader, what advice would you give them?
Try to speak Japanese as much as possible.
Okay.
To listen a lot, and try to make a close relation with people. Because Japanese.
How do you make a close relationship with people? What's a good way to do that?
Communication, drinking.
Go out drinking, yeah?
Drinking.
Having meals together, yeah?
Yeah, meals together. And talk very openly. You tell what you feel. What do you think about? And what the headquarters think about Japan. What they are expecting. What do you expect me? Or try to listen to the people. But if my boss came to here, don't only ask. First, introduce myself and what kind of challenge, what kind of difficulty, and and then I would like to work with you. Very honest and try to understand everything. Understand the different culture, different things. It's a complete different thing. It's service and quality and everything. Service and quality is completely different from other country. I went Hawaii.
Yeah.
And in airport, all clock is wrong time.
Yep.
I never see such kind of situation in Japan. Never. So
well, I have to say, I was shocked, really shocked the first time I went to Hawaii. We had our 100th anniversary event for all Dale Carnegie globally in Hawaii. I'm from Australia. Beautiful beaches, great surf. Why would I go to Hawaii, right? But we had the event there, so I went to Hawaii. That airport was like a third world country airport. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. With all the money that Japan has channeled into Hawaii, with all those Japanese tourists for the last 50 years or more going to Hawaii all the time, and they've got, I don't know, is it still that same old airport? They haven't fixed it. I couldn't believe how low quality it was. It shocked me. But anyway, yeah, I can imagine all the clocks weren't right. A lot of things wrong with that airport. But anyway, I digress. Any other advice for people coming in here?
Better to hire the Japanese person, trust Japanese person, because the culture and DNA is different. It's very difficult to handle or understand real Japanese. And if the person cannot speak Japanese, most of Japanese are very poor English, cannot express what their mind, their opinion, or Japanese express opinion, express mind is the wrong things. It is the school teach so. Don't bring new idea. Don't make. That's why it's a change culture. It's because it's a school. I'm a bad boy in school.
I can't believe that.
I'm always asking, why is this teacher so? This is a bad boy. Yeah. That's why I can work in the international. I cannot work. Actually, I cannot work a Japanese company. The Japanese company that doesn't want
fit you.
Yeah, it can't fit. No. So this is but Japanese is a really preciseness and deep, wide knowledge. My territory, not wide territory. It's this, and they're proud about this. And pride is very important. Faith is so important. And try to don't lose faith. And maybe lead this 人を動かす Dikane's book. To follow this kind of people. Yeah, it's try to understand. Then they are speaking their idea. They thought. That is the first moment to talk and try to create some relationship, strong relationship.
One thing about that, very common problem is often in Japanese companies or in companies here, in companies here, the majority of the team are Japanese, as you said, and most of them don't have good English. So what often happens is for the foreign leader, they come in, they find the best English speaker, because then they can communicate easily. They feel comfortable. But often that person is not the most senior person, not the most capable person either. And often they're a type of, the foreigner handler, the gaijin handler type of person. But within the Japanese context of the company, that person is not really inside. They're actually outside because they don't fit in either. And as the foreign leader, you're now gravitating to this person who's not really a power base inside the company. They're not really a key person, but they just happen to speak English very well because of their education or ability. And actually, that's not probably the right person for you, but you go to them because they can speak English. So what do you think about that problem?
That's a problem existing. I know such kind of people. And Japanese employee don't, this is a stupid guy, they only look at the boss. That was happened, and I think it's but if cannot avoid, it's very difficult to understand because English speaking is the only way to communicate.
Yeah.
So it's to find Japanese speaking like as me. I'm very not hesitate to say something wrong to the top management also. Try to find this kind of person to hire. To understand Japanese culture because I grow up with traditional Japanese company. I understand how deep, how detailed, how preciseness, and I work in the international company. How to communicate must be open, must be telling our opinion. This kind of type of people is needed to hire the top management. If the foreign people come to Japan. Try to find this kind of person and make a questionnaire to do it to the maybe 360 degree. That case, maybe
you can find the person.
Try understand. Yeah.
If you're going to come up with a definition of leadership, how would you define leadership?
Leadership. That was I was asked to make a leadership training in my company, and I said, "It's when you are small." When you're the junior high school or is elementary school, they're leader. What kind of leader? What kind of behavior? What kind of mentality? Big boys. And he has his opinion. And he's always kind, but very tough to to me. You know already leader. That's a leader. You don't need to teach about leader book. You already know when you become the young boy. If some other team is fighting always in front, talking about this, take care. Don't worry about that. This is a leader. Yeah, this is a leader. Okay. This is leader. I take care of people, and what I say is he's doing, and he care about small things of the team. Is very kind, very warm, and also very fair, and he has his own opinion. This is I think it's already, I feel leader.
That's a leader.
Yeah.
You know, we covered a lot of things. Is there anything you'd like to add about leadership that we haven't covered so far?
Leadership, yeah. And
well, leading in Japan. The topic is leading in Japan. Is there anything about leading in Japan that we haven't covered already?
Leading in Japan, but speaking Japanese is very important. Speaking Japanese is very important, and it takes time. Don't expect too soon, because we grow. The school until the university, uniform. Don't say any other opinion. This is a good boy. Memory. Memorize everything. This is a good boy, and graduated a higher university is this kind of person. So, but they are very, how can I like study and this kind of culture and this kind of history, the leader must understand to try to understand the Japanese culture and then try to understand their mind. Then they start to open mind, open up. And so far, the people understand talking too much is not good guy.
Yes.
But if you work in the international, talk too much, talk a lot, is good.
Is good.
But Japanese is, if I say talk too much, but they are talking very, very small things. But it's good because they talk small things. It's very, very good things. Try to tell them is speak up is very good things. Speak up is important. This is I think it's to teach. This culture is completely different from other countries.
Well, thank you, Fujiwara-san. As always, great to catch up with you. Always fascinating to talk to you. You are probably one of the most interesting Japanese presidents and leaders I've ever met in my entire 38 years in Japan. So, and I'm very happy to have this conversation today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to do that.
Thank you. So please join us again for our next episode of Japan's top business interviews.